Hey there guys, I know it's been a while. I honestly completely lost my motivation to do anything for a while. But if you have been keeping an eye on my Twits, then you would have noticed that every now and then I'd pop in with a little stream before disappearing again. That aside though, for the past few months I've been learning how to code on different platforms, such as Unity, Construct, and the one I'm using right now, Roblox Studio. I've decided to focus on Studio as it's easiest for me to personally use, and it's completely free. To begin my journey with Roblox Studio, me and my million IQ self have decided to make an open world RPG based off one of my favorite animes.
If everyone is not special, maybe you can't be what you want to be. Så länge något är något du kan nu.
Mob Psycho 100. This is a show I could go on and on about, but that's not what you guys are here for. Now, I haven't seen any long-lasting games based off this show on the platform, so I thought, why not throw my hat in the ring and give it a try. Like I said earlier, I wanted the game to be an open-world RPG game, where the player can choose the story and their actions affect how the world interacts with them. To accomplish this, I will add reputation systems, customizable moves, skill tree, and a story that the player can choose to accomplish at their own rate. There are going to be a few main storylines locked behind other quests so that the player doesn't really get confused while they're going through it. Now, if you guys have any suggestions on what I could add, change, or rework, then please let me know. Outside of the story though, I also want to give players things to do around the town, like work jobs, own homes, scavenge dungeons, and other things that could possibly affect the in-game events. Now, this seems like a really big project, and that's because it is. It's a massive project, and I know I have a lot ahead of me to handle. But there's no turning back now, because I've already started this. Now, I'm not fully doing this alone. I managed to rope some friends into this with me.
Hello.
Hi.
Excuse me.
Now, unfortunately, we get sidetracked really easily, so for the most part, it's mostly just going to be me working on it. But to get started, we decided to work on the main menu for the game. Two of my friends started building a rough area for where the main menu will be located. One started working on animations, we had one working on sounds and background, and then my job was to create the actual main menu and to program it all together. Now, we got decently far into it in the first 2 days. I finished the main buttons and started working on a rough outline for the full game on Google Docs. While I was doing this, the builders made a main street and 4 buildings that we could walk off of. However, this is when we started to slow down. Summer was ending soon, and we slowly forgot about the project as we just wanted to enjoy the few days that we had before school started again. What was supposed to be a 2-week break ended up turning into months. Now, eventually, I decided that I was slacking off for long enough, and I picked up the project again. I began working on a small intro animation that I plan on finishing later. I finished the main menu, began and finished a donation screen, and I began working on character customization so that the player would be able to choose what they look like. And it totally works 100% of the time. Anyway, I plan on redoing that and fixing the bugs later. For now, the last thing I wanted to do is give it a name. And after several days, and at this point weeks, I've decided that I want to name it Project Psycho. Obviously, after the name, Mob Psycho. Now, with all of that out of the way, I think I've done enough for today. If you want to keep up with the development of the project, be sure to subscribe so you know when I decide to get out of bed and get to work again. If you have any suggestions or critiques for my basic outline, be sure to let me know. Other than that though, that's all for today. Have a good day, evening, or night.